This video is more like classroom stuff, a little repeat from the last video with the addition of a working illustration, a teachable story. Learning about monetary systems and economics can be a bit dry, but I hope you're beginning to realize how necessary it is to overcome all the damage that's been done here in the US since 1913. Most people today have never given a second thought about the topic of money or currency. It's pretty much get your paycheck, deposit in your bank account, make your payments, and hopefully maintain a good credit score. As I mentioned in the last video, a simple definition of money is it stores value and it's a medium of exchange. So when you put in time and productivity with your employer, you get a paycheck in dollars, which stores the value so you can exchange it for goods and services anywhere you want, paying a bill or buying food at the grocery store or ordering something halfway around the world. To understand the importance of money, let's first imagine society without money. In a world limited to barter, or commonly referred to as direct exchange, there would still be private property and people would still benefit from voluntary trade. Because economic value is subjective, the utility of a good is in the eye, or let's say the mind of the beholder, you still have win-win exchanges, where both parties walk away believing they got a fair deal. Here's the problem with direct exchange or barter. It severely limits economic growth because individuals typically only accept items in trade that they plan on using personally. As a society, we miss out on many beneficial transactions. What I'd like to do is walk you through a great illustration to give this more context. I hope it will make things a little easier to understand. Suppose there were three individuals, a farmer, a butcher, and a cobbler. The farmer starts out with some eggs that he's just taken from his hens. He would like to trade his eggs in order to get his tattered shoes repaired. The problem, though, is that the cobbler doesn't want any eggs, but he would be willing to repair the shoes for bacon. Unfortunately, the farmer doesn't currently have bacon. However, his neighbor the butcher does have bacon. Yet the butcher doesn't want to trade with the cobbler because the butcher's shoes are just fine. What the butcher would really like are some eggs. Yet the farmer himself doesn't like the taste of bacon and would rather eat his own eggs. In a world limited to direct exchange, these men are at an impasse because no simple transaction would benefit any pair of them. Yet all of them could improve their situation with a rearrangement of the goods. The solution is to introduce indirect exchange, in which at least one person accepts an item in trade that he doesn't plan on using himself, but holds merely to trade away again in the future. In our example, suppose that the farmer has an epiphany. Even though he personally dislikes its taste, he trades his eggs to the butcher to obtain the bacon. Then he takes the bacon to the cobbler, who accepts it as payment for fixing his tattered shoes. After these two trades, all three individuals are better off than they were originally. Remember, though, that the solution relied on the farmer accepting an item in trade, in this case the bacon, that he didn't plan on using himself. This is where we establish the concept of a medium of exchange. Just as air is a medium through which waves travel, the bacon served as a medium through which a farmer's ultimate exchange was effected, namely giving up his eggs in order to receive shoe repair service. See how that works? I hope that helps you better understand how money is an economic tool to grow prosperity. Money is one of the primary measures of value in our society, perhaps the primary one. Money is a central source of stability, continuity, and coherence in our community. So when those who created the monetary systems mess with or manipulate the basic money supply, they're tampering with society's sense of value and stability. When they print money or arbitrarily determine interest rates, it reduces your buying power. It makes your money worth less. Inflation threatens to undermine and dissolve all sense of value in society. What you're experiencing today is the end of the line for our current monetary system and why we need the quantum financial system. For an explanation of the history of Federal Reserve banking, fractional banking, and printing money, watch the 4 videos below this one. So on to video number 5, where we'll discuss an amazing blessing that will improve everyone's life with a quantum leap.